Okay, so today I'm going to give you guys a step-by-step method to networking more effectively, and this exact step-by-step method is what helped me land my very first marketing internship back in 2022. And my hope is that by the end of this video, you guys will be able to take this step-by-step method I'm about to give you guys and apply it to your own lives, apply it to your own job searching journeys, and hopefully level up using this guide that I gave you. The first step to networking more effectively is you need to be likable, you need to be charismatic, you need to be funny. People need to want to be around you. As I explained in my previous video about networking, you need to view networking as if it's forming relationships rather than just this transactional goal of trying to get the job or get the internship. So people need to actually want to be around you. People need to actually want to be your friend. The best way that I was able to apply this was when it came to getting my internship. A very big component in securing that internship was having an academic reference. That was a very big hurdle for me. Me personally, I was never the glazing type. Most of my professors didn't know me. I didn't really care to know most of my professors. However, there was one saving grace, and that one saving grace was prior to this internship. I actually had one class that I was pretty close with the professor, for the simple fact that before and after class, we just used to chop it up. The simple fact that I was able to develop that relationship was crucial when it came time to landing that internship, because when it came time for me to try my luck and shoot him an email, we already had that relationship prior, and when it came time for me to shoot that email, it was a no-brainer. And then he agreed to do it. So this was the turning point in making me realize that just having a relationship, just being a likable person is an extremely powerful tool. And the more interesting of a person you are, the more that people want to be around you, the easier that this method gets and the easier it is for you to land a job using networking. So step number 2 is to make sure that you actually bring some sort of value to the table. I see a lot of YouTubers talk about how absolutely useless it is to reach out to an entrepreneur or a successful business person that you're trying to emulate and ask to shadow them, simply because they don't gain anything from the interaction. You're not bringing any value, so there's nothing in it for them if they let them shadow you for a day. And you kind of have to look at networking like this. While forming the relationship is one component, part of having a really strong relationship is when both parties can benefit mutually. Why would someone put you on or plug you with an opportunity if they don't get anything out of it? I was able to provide value to this professor because not only had I already started building a relationship, I was also constantly participating in discussions. I was constantly leading discussions, and the value that I brought, albeit very small, but the value that I brought in this classroom setting was making his experience teaching the class more enjoyable, so that when it came time for me to shoot that email and actually extend and reach out and try to ask for that help, I was already bringing some sort of value. I was helping him make that class more interesting, and I already had the relationship. So again, another no-brainer when we start to stack on these step-by-step processes. So step number 3 is to make sure you have a really good work ethic, and no matter how much somebody likes you, nobody's going to take a chance on you, and nobody is going to stick their neck out for you if you're going to make them look bad, and if they're going to risk the reputation that they've built in their environment just for you to come and mess it up because you have no discipline, you have no work ethic. So for me, I made sure that when it was time, I made sure that I always submitted things. I made sure that I always academically excelled. That way, when it came time to ask for help, I had the 3 things going for me. I had the relationship. I was already adding some type of value by actively participating in discussions. And then on top of that, I was a really good student. So then when it came time for me to ask for an offer or to ask for a favor, it really was a no-brainer because I've taken these steps and just really pushed it into one, really amalgamated everything into one concept. And he knew that it was a no-brainer for him because he knew that he was going to refer me in a professional setting. He knew what I was already bringing to the table because I was able to demonstrate that prior. That just made it that much easier for me to be able to reach out, really ask him to, take a chance on me and referring me to this internship. So to recap, in order to get the most out of networking and have it be done effectively, you need to make sure you're incorporating these 3 steps in your own journey, in your own process. Make sure you're likable. People need to want to be around you. Make sure that you're bringing some type of value so that when you're asking that person for a favor, they're mutually benefiting off of you. And make sure that you have some type of work ethic, because people are not going to put you on, they're not going to plug you with anything if you're lazy, because you're going to make them look bad. So if you incorporate all of these things and step-by-step method that I'm giving you, I promise you that your next networking event is going to go a lot smoother. You're going to be that much more successful in landing that job, that internship, or just trying to level up at your next networking event. Okay, if you enjoyed that video, if you want to see more videos like that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the community, and until next time.